Allen now on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Scott. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his man complete. It's Richards.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, there goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Allen. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Bryan Edwards.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off play action. Scott. Flush to his right. And he bats it.
So far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Now Etienne to start the drive.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
/ I can't choose a play. It's frozen. Okay. Okay. Okay, now it'll work.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Scott now. Off play action. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about it.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this is caught at the 8. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Alert, alert, alert. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Scott looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Scott on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Bengals at 7-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Scott. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown!
Bryan Edwards
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
and the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Scott. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
On gain of 12, brings up 3rd down and 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Scott on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
third down. They're going to run for it here. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe come.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Chandon Sullivan.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richards. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Scott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3. First down, Dolphins.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Scott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Miami.
Here's Allen to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And they'll go again with ETN. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Bengals bring out their
Everybody good, man. You know, my mom got a kidney on Monday. So I'm going to be down in South Carolina Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm going to bring her back from the hospital. So I'll be down there. But this is my last game on Madden, period, dog. I'm done with this shit. Well, I'm not playing it no more, man. I'm done with Madden, period. I don't want to play it. Huh?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down here.
Yeah, man, it's too many things about this game that I don't like. Madden is not going to do anything to make it more realistic, so I'm just done with it. I can find better shit to do with my time than to be on this shit